Hi, this is Mark Swanson. I'm the CEO of T-5, and today I'm going to do a walkthrough of our new product, which is called Rafters Fan, which is a fan engagement app that we designed and built for the local baseball team, Wisconsin Rapids, Rafters. I'm going to walk you through all the screens, give you a brief overview, and dive into a few in a little more detail. When you launch the app, you're presented with this, what we call game page. Here you get information about the next upcoming game. Game 1 is coming up in 12 days. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you get an idea when it is. And it's going to feature a game against the Kenosha Kingfish. And it's a night game, you can tell by the background. I'm going to come back to this, but for now, let's just go ahead and move on. So I swipe to the left. So what we have is a series of pages. If you look at the very bottom of the screen, you can see there's a dot. I'm on page 2 of a number of pages. Teams can decide to put content in here that the fans might find interesting while they're getting seated, maybe while they're having their first beer or getting ready to watch the game. There's some content here that they may want to highlight. The Rafters have this really interesting program called the Line Drivers Program, where fans can actually put on a uniform and catch foul balls. A lot of fans may not know about that, so they may choose to promote that. If I tap Learn More, the fan can actually dive in and read all about this particular program. And the nice thing here is we're right in line with the app, so you can quickly go back. Here's another fan page. This is another one the Rafters currently have. It's a referral program. If you refer a friend, family member, or neighbor to buy tickets, you can actually get a gift card, and again, they can tap to learn more if they'd like. This is one we just made up during development as an example. Teams can put, ads, and rather than, kind of spammy pop-up ads, we thought a full page, full bleed experience here would be great. This is a national ad for the Chevy Silverado, but it could be a local advertiser. It could be one of your game sponsors, somebody who's already has a sponsorship with the Rafters. And again, there's that Learn More button. In this case, if we tap that, we can actually go watch a full-screen movie of the Chevy Silverado in action. Here's another feature we have. It's called the Fan Cam. And here, fans can actually look through a series of photos. And these are photos that the team is taking, and in the case of the Rafters, they're actually posting these to Flickr, and this is something that they were doing prior to working with us. So we're actually just getting those photos from their Flickr feed, so there's no additional content creation work. They take the pictures, post them to Flickr, and they show up here. Fans can also like the photos right here in line if they'd like. I'm going to swipe again to the left, and the next feature we have is the season program. This is something that the Rafters have gone electronic to reduce paper and allow easier updates. So we've got that embedded right here in the product. Now this is the 2016 program. We're not yet complete, so we're just using the 2016 as a placeholder. But right here I can walk through the existing electronic program and look at that right here in my mobile device. And when I'm done, I'm right back in the app. I'm going to switch back quickly to the game page. You'll notice a few things here. At the bottom of the screen, you see this game starts in 12 days. That is also something that you can drag up. So I'm just going to pull this up. And what this does is shows you how many fan points you've earned. I've earned 85, and also my fan card. This system does not require login, so users can download it from the Apple App Store or from Google Play, launch the app, and immediately begin using it. And that's a pretty novel feature. There's no email required, no sign-in, no nothing. However, we do keep track of each fan individually. So it's not an anonymous app. We actually don't know who you are, but we actually keep track of the points you earn. So in this case, I'm fan 70, and I've been a member since May of 2017. We've also got the ability to scan QR codes, which is this item here at the bottom. During the season, the Rafters can hang posters with QR codes on them, maybe one at their concession stand, maybe one at their apparel shop, and fans can scan those codes and earn points. And the goal for the team would be to get fans to move about the stadium, maybe discover some areas they didn't know about, or visit some of the things they offer in their stadium. And of course, for fans, they can earn more points. And that's always available to them. I'm going to go ahead and tap on these team stamps in the center of the screen. And what that does is it reveals more information about this particular game. This is game 1, as you can see. It's on May 30th. It's at Witter Field, and there's a number there for tickets. If I tap on one of these rows, I'm going to go ahead and tap on the Tuesday, May 30th row. This is a really nice feature. What this does is create an event that I'm going to add. In this case, I'm on an Apple iPhone. It would add this right to my calendar. So it fills in all the information, who they're playing, the location, the date, the time, and allows me to, if I would like, I could immediately go ahead and invite some friends here. And I might just type in a few email addresses and add this to say, hey, I'm going to invite my buddy to the game. And if I want a reminder, I can do that. And also at the bottom, we include some additional information in the actual calendar invite. So once this shows up on your calendar, you'll have things like who they're playing and the ticket number. Another nice feature here, you see Witter Field towards the bottom. If I tap on Witter Field, what I'm actually going to get is directions to the park. From where I'm sitting, it's only a 10-minute drive. It's 4 miles away. And that's not particularly compelling because I know where Witter Field is. But if you're from out of town, that could be very helpful to get driving directions. And even for me, if I'm going to a stadium that's not local, that's very, very helpful. And that's some information that we found to be very difficult to find is the addresses for all the different stadiums. So it'll be right here front and center. Also, if I want to, I'm going to tap the tickets number. You could actually call them right now with one tap. I'm going to not do that. I already have my tickets. And get tickets. Now I'm going to, up in the upper right corner, you see these little arrows pointing up and down. If I hit the down arrow, what I'm going to do is actually be switching between games. So I can walk through the entire season and see all the teams they're playing. And here's an example where they're playing in Mequon and at Capco Park. And I may not know where that is. So if I tap that, again, I will get a map where Capco Park is. And in this case, it's 2 hours and 38-minute drive. And if I tap this button right here, I'm actually going to get directions, which is really handy. Again, right in line in the app. One tap and I'm right back in. And again, there's a phone number there for tickets. So you can walk through the entire season if you'd like and see what's upcoming. Another way to look at the season might be to look at it in a calendar form. So this button in the center of the screen, which I'll tap, called Calendar, takes me to a calendar view where I can see here's June, here's July, here's August. You can see the Rafters are quite busy. I think they've only got like 2 days off once the season starts, 2 days that they don't have a game. So from this view, I might decide, hey, I'd like to go to a game on a Saturday. So I can quickly see it in June. They've got a game on the 3rd. They got a game on the 10th. They got a game on the 17th. If I want to go see details about that game, I'm just going to go ahead and tap June 10th here. And again, I'm taken right to a game details page with information about who they're playing, the time, the location, the ticket information. So it makes it very easy to kind of scroll through and say, hey, I'd like to go to a game on the 4th of July. Who are they playing? Oh, they're playing the Rockford Rivets here in town. Great, let me get tickets. And there are some special events. If you notice here in the middle of June on the 17th, there's this icon here. This is the All-Star game. And we know it's going to be at Athletic Park in Wausau. I believe the times are to be announced, but at least we can give them some basic information about this event that is upcoming, so people may want to plan for it. And game 2, here we go. And I believe there's game 3. Yeah. Those are all taking place in June. Down in August, you'll actually see August 8th is another special event. This is the Northwoods League Major League Dream Showcase. And that's going to be taking place in Madison. You might say, what is that? Well, you can come down here and read all about it. Again, one tap to go back. And then, of course, the end of the season, we have the Northwoods League Divisional Playoffs. This is kind of nice. It actually explains the playoff format, how it works. And if I want, I can cycle through and see there's the second day of the playoffs. Oh, and here's the first game of the World Series, which is on August 16th. So again, the calendar allows you to quickly navigate. Oh, one thing I want to point out too is it's not just games. You notice down here in September, on Saturday the 9th, there's this beer mug. The Rafters are hosting the Rushing Rapids Craft Beer Festival, which is a really interesting special event. Those are listed here too. And you can see September 9th, it's going to be at Witter Field, and some information about that special event. They also host, in this case, this is in January of 2018, what they call their Hot Stove Rendezvous at the Hotel Mead, where they get their fans together to get information from them, ask them questions, and we've also got direct in here a link to get more information on that. If you'd like, you can actually go read all about that. So that's the calendar. It's a quick way to see what all is happening in a very interactive way, much better than just looking at maybe a paper schedule, a paper calendar. Okay, so those are the basic features of the app itself. What really makes it interesting is we have interactive features built in. So, for example, you may be playing with the app before the game starts, and then while you're sitting there waiting, something like this pops up. And this is the team announcing to you it's game time. Maybe you want to get back to your seat, get ready for the game to start. So this is just a simple example of how they might message their fans and let them know that the game is actually starting. In addition to that, I'll give you another example. Maybe they're running a special on some gear and some apparel. So they might have something like this pop up where it lets the fans know that the shirts are on sale today for half price, which I definitely would take advantage of. So during the game, or actually before, during, or after the game, they can also put up some things to engage fans. We call them polls, quizzes, generally just some activities. This product was built around another product from our company called LoveDub, which was polling. And so built into this app is the ability to issue polls to the fans. So again, pushed out to the fan, here's a poll. It's just one we made up called "Which beer do you like most?" Now I may be in the middle of reading an article and choose not to want to participate at the moment, so I'm going to tap the X in the upper right corner. It just puts that poll away. But you notice the bottom of the screen now says poll. So it reminds me that, while I'm free to navigate around the app, the Rafters did put out this poll that I might want to participate in. So if I were to bring up this, I can see the poll is still there. I'm going to go ahead and tap it, because now I'm ready to participate. And I'm going to pick my favorite beer. So I can choose a beer. I can change my mind. If I decide I don't even want to vote, I can remove my vote. I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. And then the team itself decides, when it's time to close the vote. And when they do, the user gets this 3-second countdown. Hurry up and get your vote in, because we're about to close it. And at that point, the user cannot change their mind. Their votes are locked in. And then what the team does is publishes the results. Again, here on my phone, I'm now seeing the results of this poll. It looks like Onyx Black Ale won. It got 100% of the votes, and because I'm running the demo alone and nobody else participated. But if they had, you would see a sorted order of the second most popular, third most popular, etc. And because we want to reward our fans for voting, I actually got 5 points for giving my opinion. And now I have 90 fan points. So before I had 85, now I've got 90 points. And that's what a poll looks like. We've also got quizzes, and the difference between a poll and a quiz is that a poll is really just asking for your opinion. Where a quiz, there's actually a right and wrong answer. And this is something that they may use between innings, have fans come down onto the field and ask them a trivia question. In this case, we're asking which player had the highest batting average last season. These are Rafters players, and the person on the field may be asked to guess this. The people in the audience could be putting in their votes, and this can also be projected on their big screen so that the Rafters can show the live results on their Jumbotron. And the person that's on the field may look up at that board to get some help from the audience, or they can make their own decision about what they think the right answer is. And again, at some point the Rafters will decide, okay, voting is done, they'll close the vote, and they'll actually, in this case, score the vote, because there is a right and a wrong answer. And the answer is Richie. And you see I voted Rob, so I got it wrong. And it looks like 33% got the right answer. And then we get a little bit of extra information here. Richie batted through 27 in 12 games and 55 at bats. Okay, and again, because we want to reward our fans, I didn't get it right, but I got 5 points for participating. If I had got it right, I probably would have gotten more points. So again, a way to engage fans, maybe use it as on-field activity during the game, or they could be just run anytime. I'll do another example of an ad. So maybe the team would like to promote something happening in their snack bar, so they can pop up an ad. In this case, we allow some beautiful graphics as well. So letting fans know that we've got some bras for sale. So that's a quick rundown of the app and its functionality. Again, its purpose is to engage the fans. We give them a very attractive, easy way to sort of navigate through the games and decide maybe to buy tickets for games, see what the schedule looks like. In the calendar, there's actually one more quick thing I'll show you. I was looking at this as a calendar view, which is great if you're trying to decide, maybe you ought to go to a Wednesday night game. But sometimes it's easier to look at them in a list, so you can tap and just view these games in a list. You can see the entire season here as a list, and obviously you can pick any one you want out, see more details. So we have a couple different ways to navigate the game schedule and hopefully promote fans coming to more games. Fan pages to highlight different features and programs. Maybe the promotional theme for the night could be here. If it's wrestling night, there could be a page about Jerry the King Lawler, who's going to be the special guest on July 30th. If you want, embed some ads. Great photos of your fans. Everybody likes to see their face show up. The full season program. And of course, a points-based system for redemption, for earning and redeeming points. Fans can earn points. Teams can decide maybe points are worth merchandise. And that's a quick overview. So I think we'll see some more changes, but we're looking forward to a great season, and hope to see you at the ballpark. Thanks.